Everybody wants to hit those long straight drives down the fairway, and everybody wants to hit their irons a little bit closer, just like the ones on the screen. But one thing we all have to do in golf is get the ball in the hole, just like those putts right there. Guys, welcome back to Get Good at Golf. My name is Chris, and if you're new to the channel and you want to get good at golf, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. But today we are talking putting, because putting is one of the things that unfortunately we all have to get the ball in the hole at the end of the day. Yes, we all want to hit the drives longer, or we all want to hit the ball closer, but if we can knock a few more of these putts in, then that's certainly going to help you get your scores down. But the first thing we want to talk about in this 5-part video of what you need to do to putt better is fittings. So is your putter fitted? I should hope that if I asked everybody the question, what is the club you use the most, your putter would be the answer. If it is any other club, then it's certainly time for some lessons or some online lessons here with Get Good at Golf. But the putter should be the most club you use. We should be using on average, hopefully, 2 putts per round, but I know there's a lot of you behind the screen saying, well, last week I had 4 3-putts and a 4-putt. And it's because potentially this is not correct for you. So if your putter's not fitted, let's say that your putter is too short, we might be in this kind of posture here, and this encourages us to work that putter across. And if that's something that starts to resonate with yourself, if that's something that you feel, I know there'll be a lot of people saying, well, Jack Nicklaus, he putted like that and he won all those majors. Yes, Jack Nicklaus could practice all day, every day. Can you practice all day, every day? It's going to be very hard for you to start that online. The opposite is if we go too long. So if we've got somebody who's really tall, they've got a long putter, they're right at the top, we start to stand like this, oh well, if I stand like this and get my arms matching like DeChambeau, I should have a lot of control. And we start to see that the putter starts to wave about, we don't have control of that head, and we're just simply not going to be consistent. And consistency is the key. We want to be hitting the putter out of the centre of the face. We want to be making sure that we can get into a posture that's the same pretty much every time. And my putter right here, my Oz One Eye Lab putter, has been fitted, but it has been fitted online. So you can see a lot of lines on there, a lot of things that I wanted to help me get that putter square, get me rolling the ball better, get me more consistent, and just get me holing more putts in general. An online fitting did work. For me, you're always skeptical, can you do an online fitting? The answer is yes, but if not, again, if you're looking for lab putters, they do fit lab putters here in the shot with Andy Rosington, head pro here, and also with Kia, Holly, and I believe Mia will also fit for lab putters. But if you're looking for other putters, down at Waterfront, Kyle will fit you to Callaway, which is Odyssey. We've got Titleist, TaylorMade, and Ping. So all different options for you to go through, because we want you to have a putter of all those putters I've just put on screen that are going to get you into a good posture, a consistent posture. And if you're happy with your posture, you can get a club fitted around that. So we can change the lie angle, we could change the head to make you get a more neutral stroke. And if we can do that, then hopefully you can hole a few more putts. So number one, make sure you go and get this fitted, whether it's online or in person, because this is the club you use the most. So why not make sure it is perfect? So point number 2 is lining the ball up. So a lot of times you'll say somebody, your playing partner might go, you have to line the ball up, it's perfect, it's better for you, you'll hole more putts. And this is all down to personal preference. So this is a little bit of a myth. So some people might like to line that ball up. You might have something like the Duo soft golf ball or the triple track golf ball with a 360 line on it to help you. That might help you, but some people might come in here and go, all right, I'm not sure that line's straight, it doesn't look straight, and I'll pull that online. Oh, I've missed it. You start to manipulate, so you might not be comfortable with exactly how that is set up. So if you're not somebody who likes that, then what I would do is take the line away. Start to think about, right, where am I trying to get this putt? Is it straight? Is it right to left? Pick yourself a point just in front of the golf ball on that intended line, and you just try and line your putter to that and get the ball to roll over that mark. Because that might free you up, it might get you closer to the hole, and that might be better for yourself. So lining the ball up, is it for everybody? No. Can you make your own decision? Yes, you might end up lining up from longer putts, not on shorter putts. You might line up on shorter putts and not on longer putts. You might not line it up at all. So this is something certainly for you to consider. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Now the third point for me, and one of the biggest talking points when it comes to putting, is grip. Because if I said to you and you came for a lesson for full swing, okay, your grip's a little bit strong, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to change that, it feels too awkward, I don't have control. But how many times I see people on a putting green go from standard conventional grip, yeah, that's worked not bad, and a couple of holes later they don't like it, so they go left below right. Well, actually that didn't feel bad either. All right, well, that's gone a little bit now. Right, I'll go to the claw. Oh, maybe that's not the one for me. So a lot of people change grips quite regularly. It's the only club that I see that people could come for lessons and they might have a different grip every single time. You'll try a thick grip on the putter, you'll try a thin grip on the putter. Would you do that with your full swing? I know there'll be a lot of people behind there going, yes, I've changed my grip, but I think that will be a very small percentage. So what I want you to do is find something that is comfortable for you. And if you're struggling, you've been right below left, you've been left below right, you've been claw, you've been reverse claw. If you're struggling, what I like to do is find something that's in the middle. So if we try and get your thumbs together, palms of your hands on the side of the grip, you can see I can get my arms connected to the chest, my elbows are level, which gets my shoulders level. And it'll feel strange to start with, but it's a good starting point because everything then is level and we should start to be able to get some consistency on where that ball is going to start. Again, my hands are overlapped, which I'll show you on the screen shortly, but again, can we get consistency? A little bit of a push there. But if I just change because I've missed one putt, then we're never really going to know what grip is suitable for you. And you can see there, left hand on, overlap with the right hand, and that's how I set my hands on the putter. Left hand is on first, bring the right hand on, and thumbs sit square. Right, now the fourth point I have is practicing pace, because I see so many people, if they do actually go on the putting green, focus on holing out, but it's focusing on your pace is going to help you lower your scores, because how many 3-putts do you have? And let's be honest, how many do you think you have on average? Because if we can get 2 of those off, 3 of those off, 4 of those off, that's 4 shots straight away off your score and potentially off your handicap. So what I like to do for pace is set some golf balls out, work around a putting green, but let's start to get visualising pace. Again, look at your target, make a couple of swings, and then I want you to come in, one last look, and hit that putt. And you'll start to see there, pace, 1.5 foot pass from 15 foot. Your tour average is 10% miss. So you think if you're 40 feet away, 4 feet would be good, whereas a lot of people say, ooh, that's not very good. But it is. But start to be consistent. Get your routine where you're looking at the hole, you're visualising, you're in them very quick, there's less time to think, and we pull that trigger. And you can see, just short, but that's a tap-in. I've avoided a 3-putt. And this point right here, 33 feet, is where tour average would say you're more expected to 3-putt than you are to 2-putt. So let's get practicing these long ones, because if we're an average golfer, we're going to have a lot of long putts. If we miss the green, we might chip up into that closer range. But let's get practicing these ones, because these are the ones that are costing you shots very quickly. And we'd certainly take all those 3 2-putts there. That would help us lower our scores. And then if we had missed the green and we chipped up to a nice close one and we 1-putt, again, we're saving shots, we're lowering our scores. Let's talk about point number 5, which is one that really annoys me. And number 5, as you can see by the extremely funny angle of the camera, is about the old-fashioned saying of straight back and straight through. So if we have a putter and you get fitted, what we're going to see that this putter has a lie angle. So the lie angle could be taller, the lie angle could be flatter, but that is going to work on an arc. So slightly in on the way back, back into square, and slightly in on the way through. So we have to know that that is classed as straight back and straight through, but on the arc, because this putter has to work a little bit in, on the way through. You can see there, a big swinging putt. Let's show you now. If I don't do that, let's use a line here on this Duo Soft. If I can get that club working a little bit in and a little bit in, you can see how that rolls very well. If I now use this seed golf ball, let's get that ball back out. Let's get this one out. Let's say, okay, if I try and go straight back, straight through, you can see that line doesn't roll correctly and we've lost control. So guys, if we've got a correctly fitted putter, if we use a line, don't use a line, if we work on our pace and we get the correct grip, all things that seem very simple, but we go straight back and straight through, no putter is really going to be consistent. So yes, straight back and straight through is correct, but the putter has to arc. So you're always going to see it work a little bit in on the way back and a little bit in on the way through. So if your playing partners are saying, oh, you're arcing it inwards, that's how the putter is designed to work. A good practice thing to do is maybe put an alignment stick down and just make some putting strokes over the top of that, and you'll start to see just how the putter should work. A little bit in on the way back and in on the way through, and you're not cutting across the ball one way or the other. Guys, hopefully that's helped you get good at golf, and if it has, get in those comments below and make sure to hit that subscribe button.